The security situation in Tidibale and surrounding communities in Sokoto State has been making headlines over the past few days, but there is important information you need to know that clears up some confusion. This story involves one of Nigeria's most dangerous bandit leaders, Bello Turji, communities living in fear, and the response from both state and military authorities. Over the weekend, videos went viral on social media showing residents of Tidibale village in Isa local government area of Sokoto State fleeing their homes with their belongings. The images were shocking. Families were seen loading their possessions onto trucks, mothers were carrying children, and entire communities appeared to be on the move. The videos sparked widespread concern, and many reports suggested that Bello Turji and his gang had launched a direct attack and driven people out of their ancestral homes. But according to Sokoto State Governor Ahmed Aliyu, who spoke to journalists on Thursday, January 16, 2026, during an interview to mark the Armed Forces Remembrance Day, the reality is slightly different from what many people believed. The governor clarified that residents did not flee because of an actual bandit assault on their village. Instead, they evacuated based on fear and rumors of a possible attack. The governor explained that the movement was prompted by intelligence reports of a potential threat, which led local government authorities in Isa to take precautionary measures by asking residents to temporarily relocate for their safety. Now, this does not mean the threat was not real. Bello Turji, who is one of the most feared bandit leaders in northwestern Nigeria, has been terrorizing communities across Sokoto and Zamfara states for over a decade. Just a few days before the evacuation, Turji reportedly visited Tidibale and killed 3 people right in front of other residents as a warning. According to security sources and local activists, he issued a chilling ultimatum to the villagers, telling them to leave the area or face deadly consequences when he returns. One local official quoted him as saying he would not spare even a chicken if people remained in the village. This threat came shortly after Turji survived a United States military airstrike that took place in December 2025. That strike, which was conducted in coordination with Nigerian authorities, targeted camps belonging to the Islamic State and other armed groups in Sokoto State. Although over 150 fighters were reportedly killed in that operation, Turji survived with only minor injuries. Since then, he has been launching what security analysts describe as a revenge campaign across communities in Isa local government area and beyond. Tidibale became one of his primary targets because he reportedly believes someone from that community provided information to security forces that led to operations against his network. The fear in Tidibale and surrounding areas is very real. Over 3,000 people have fled to Isa town seeking refuge. Many more have crossed into neighboring areas, and some have even risked dangerous journeys to enter Niger Republic in search of safety. Schools have closed down, farms have been abandoned, and families are sleeping in the open or in makeshift shelters. Community leaders describe the situation as a humanitarian crisis, with children going hungry and mothers not knowing if they will ever be able to return to their homes. Now, here is where the military comes in. Speaking on the same day as the governor, the general officer commanding the 8th Division of the Nigerian Army, Major General Ibikunle Ajose, addressed the situation. According to the military commander, troops have been deployed to restore normalcy and provide security so that residents can return home safely. This is why you might see people sharing that subscribe button right now, because understanding these developments is crucial for everyone who cares about security in Nigeria. So please take a moment to subscribe and turn on your notifications so you do not miss important updates like this. Governor Aliyu went further to reassure the public that the affected residents have since started returning to their homes in Tidibale. He said security agencies have intensified patrols in the area to prevent any breach of peace by criminal elements. The Sokoto State government, through a statement issued by the Director General of Media and Publicity, Abubakar Bawa, reaffirmed its commitment to protecting citizens, especially those in security-challenged communities. The government stated it will continue working closely with conventional security agencies, the Sokoto State Community Guard Corps, and vigilante groups to safeguard rural communities across the state. But the question many Nigerians are asking is whether this military presence will be sustained or if it is just another temporary measure. There have been cases in the past where troops conducted successful operations, cleared bandits from an area, and then redeployed elsewhere, only for the criminals to return and unleash even more violence. This is the fear that residents of Tidibale and other communities are living with right now. They want permanent solutions, not just short-term interventions. What makes this entire situation even more concerning is that Bello Turji has been operating in this region for 13 to 14 years, according to local activists. Community members say they know where he lives, where he keeps his cattle, and where his operational bases are located. Yet he continues to move freely and carry out attacks with what appears to be little consequence. This raises serious questions about intelligence gathering, coordination between security agencies, and the overall strategy being used to tackle banditry in the northwest. The renewed violence in Sokoto is part of a larger security crisis affecting the entire northwestern region of Nigeria. Armed gangs have been kidnapping people for ransom, killing farmers, rustling cattle, and displacing entire communities. The impact on food production is devastating because farmers are too scared to go to their farms. The social fabric of these communities is being torn apart as people are forced to become refugees in their own land. So, where do things stand now? Based on the latest information from January 16, 2026, the military has deployed to Tidibale and surrounding areas. The governor has assured the public that residents are returning home and security agencies say they are on high alert. But whether this will translate to lasting peace and whether Bello Turji and his gang will finally be neutralized remains to be seen. What is clear is that the people of Sokoto, especially those in Isa local government area, deserve better than living in constant fear. I want to hear your thoughts on this. Do you think the military deployment will make a real difference this time? What more should the government be doing to address the root causes of banditry in the northwest? Drop your comments below and let us have a real conversation about this. And if you found this breakdown helpful, please share it with your family and friends so more people can understand what is really happening in Sokoto State. Stay informed, stay safe, and may God protect Nigeria.